So, morning guys, and welcome back to another vlog. Today I'm just going to go up the wood. I haven't shown you the wood for a while. Yeah, I'm just going to give you an update on what I've been doing really, and the work that we've done with gates and ponds and things, and just give you a bit of a look through at some of my future aspirations and projects. And yeah, quite a lot's been done actually. It's nice now just to leave it for nature, just to reclaim and do its thing. But it's a bit of a hill to start off with. So guys, looks a bit messy at the moment, but this area here is a nice bank that I'm going to create, put loads of pond plants and native species plants in there. This area's been flattened out. That was the access for the digger to get in. And this is kind of like a boggy area where my dog is. There's still a little bit of water leaching through there, so it creates a nice boggy area for a nice bit of a spot for a lot of bog plants. And then we move over here. Going to create a little boardwalk across here, and my dog's about to go. Come on, boy. And there you can see is one of the lower little tiny pool. And there you've got a overflow pipe from a little pond at the top. And this is natural spring water that's leaching through the bank. And this is another one here. Another little pond there. Lovely, clear, fresh water. So really, really nice. Quite a lot of work done in here. Appears messy at the moment, but it will get better as time goes on. Little path cutting up there. The digger got in again. And moving on up the main track here to our eastern boundary of the woodland, with a nice little 4-foot gate there and a fence all the way down the bottom. So nice little gate and a fence all the way down. Lovely. So I've had to put a few signs up. Not trying to, you know, be too aggressive with the signs, but we need these for our insurance reasons, for liabilities insurance. So just private land, no public access or right of way, which there isn't. So just walking down to the main pond. It's quite exciting actually. This is a top track now, going through, and that's the main pond, which is filling up nicely. Here, this is a load of old rubble that was basically piled up from the field when it used to be used for crop. All the stone was piled in this corner, a big heap, and they dragged some of that down and then put that here. So I can get the land in through the field gate there. There's a 12-foot gate. And this is down to the pond area. So this originally was a pond, and the digger came in and dug it out. It was full of silt, sediment, bog, sticks, you name it. And this was all closed in here. And the idea is to leave the ash trees here and take some of these sycamore out, let a bit more light in for the wildlife. But it's going to be great once I plant it up a little bit and let nature take its course. Obviously you can see it's great for animals to drink in, including dogs. My dog Maya there, she loves the water. So this is all coming out of the bank over there. It's a natural spring that comes through, and there's springs everywhere in this part of the woodland. And to be honest, that's the only area there's water in here. So really lucky. It's right on the edge of my boundary. And it's a great damp, boggy area, which is great for a lot of other bird species, and we're hopefully going to attract marsh tit in here. So I'm going to think about putting a hide in here at some point as well. But all this silt here was dragged out from here, dug out, and then let it naturally fill. So yeah, really, really good. Bit of a mess at the minute, granted, but obviously needed to do that to get it to start to, you know, come together as I want it. I'm going to put a hide over here as well, hopefully, and that'll look in onto the ponds and the two lower ones there. Great for dragonflies and lots of other insect species, birds to drink and mammals to drink, you know, for this whole woodland in here. So the entire woodland is kind of like 50 acres, and there's only a stream at one end. So this is the only water source in all of that area. So it's going to be awesome for the wildlife to come in. And already you can see there rocks. Quite a lot of birds have been perched on there, coming in here for water, and I've seen deer slots as well. Pull that big stump out as well and all that stuff over there. It was really, really clogged up. So hopefully the level will come quite high all the way around, and there's a little beachy area there, and everything will start to spring back. Yellow flag irises, pendulous sedge, loads and loads of native stuff, and then probably get some sort of safe pondweed to go in there as well, and for things to hide, and a few grasses and stuff. But yeah, really exciting. Looking forward to it to all develop. Time I get back from Canada after 4 years, this is going to be yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome, and provide so much habitat for wildlife. So this is the eastern gate there. I've just had to put a new lock on it. The lock was faulty, and 15 cattle got in and tramped the hell out of the pond area, which was disappointing. Got a gap through there to go onto the path. What we're doing in here is digging this out a bit, and we're going to have a hide facing into the field, and I'm going to have, maybe, we'll see, winter time, autumn, winter, when the food supply is a little short, is supplement a bit of roadkill feeding maybe for some of the local raptor species. So be a nice addition. We've got a nice bit of canopy over here to keep some of the light out, because this is south at the minute. That'll be an idea. Just got to check with the farmer if he's happy with me putting something in there, an old stump or something. So we'll see. But yeah, no, all coming together nicely now. We'll just take a walk on through the rest. So I've still got loads of work to do in here, but reluctant to do too much at the moment because of just at the tail end of the breeding for bird species. We've done really well in here with all the 40 odd boxes we've had. The flycatcher boxes, which are dotted around here, haven't had anything in. We've had no flycatchers breed, but it was a bit of a long shot straight away. But through the 40 odd boxes we've got, and I had about 38 tit boxes, and at least 22 of those were blue tit, at least sort of 4 or 5 were great tit, and 1 coal tit. So, you know, the boxes were occupied, kind of 80%. So really, really pleased. We've had breeding blackcap, chiffchaff, tree creeper, nuthatch, buzzards, sparrowhawk, carrion crow, dunnock, blackbird, song thrush, missel thrush. I mean, there's loads in here, so it's been really good. Massive smell of fox. Whew. Really strong smell. So yeah, reluctant to do anything at the moment. I'll probably leave it for another month, and then I'll get in here and start working on the paths again, and more hides as well. Now, I wasn't going to do too much with the hides because of going to Canada next year, but I've decided to make a lot of the hides out of natural materials, use some of the small conifers that I'm taking out as posts, getting some roofing material, and then setting up some hides. And we'll just trek on down there now and have a look. Awful lot of sign there of badgers digging up round here. Obviously this is being the set here, but there's holes everywhere, digging up. Dogs are loving it, smelling the badger. But yeah, I've been digging up holes there, all around here. Really, really marking territory here. This area is well and truly worn away, digging around these little parts here. So I didn't get any luck on the badger cubs either, but we'll move on to that in a moment. I'm just going to walk down, check out the buzzard's nest. I'll tell you a bit about the buzzard, which is quite exciting. So guys, here we are. This hide's been here for months now, and just over there is the buzzard's nest, which has been used, as I said before, for like generations. And I can see the buzzard from here. Now what I do most mornings is I walk down to the hide, just to this point. If I were to walk in any closer, I'd probably upset the buzzard a bit, especially if the parents are coming in feeding. So I always shoot down this way and leave it be. So that's the sort of standard track in the morning, so the buzzard gets used to that. Now, I thought there was 2 young on there, but there's only 1 single young buzzard. Really healthy, getting well fed. And I'll just show you next just a couple images that I shot the other day, and a bit of video of the adult birds feeding the young buzzard, but it was fantastic to get in here just to observe them. They know the hide's been there a long time. They don't really think much of it. Poke the lens out the front, job done. And they brought in all sorts, voles, birds, frog the other day, feeding them away. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy that footage, just a little bit of the adult birds. But yeah, it's fantastic, really good to see. And hopefully, long may they always breed in here. And I'm going to put a hide here as well. There's quite a flat area. And because they've been using it so long, it's safe to say that I think they're going to use this nest probably. They do generally have 2 or 3 nests in territory, and they may swap around year by year, but 9 times out of 10, if that nest stays where it is, they'll use that probably every now and then, every couple of years, maybe every year, and they'll have a permanent hide in situ here, so we can observe the buzzards each breeding season. So yeah, great stuff. So it was lovely to check out the buzzard there. And we've got a sparrowhawk in here as well, but I don't know where the nest is. I've not really spent stacks of time in here really. I'm walking it daily, but just with the dogs, quick 40-minute walk. So it's a bit of a snapshot. You really need to sort of come in here, stay in here, and then you can start to feel what's going on around you, rather than just a quick walk through. Just sit, relax, listen. But we've had quite a lot of roe deer in here still. I've been in quite a few mornings and they've been hiding away and hoping that the dogs don't pick up the scent. But yeah, so they're still active in here. So we've got foxes, and we had fox cubs this year, but we only had 1 cub. And I'll just show you quickly on the trail cam footage of the fox cub, very, very young. So I'll just flip that up on the screen. I've got a bit of footage in the daylight with the adult fox, which is the vixen, and the young. I don't know why there was only 1. Bit of a shame, don't know what happened there, but one's better than none. So they actually, the den is just up there, and I thought that was the badgers, but I've seen badgers in there and foxes. So badgers do team up next door to foxes, and they seem to just tolerate each other. So excuse the plane going over. But that's really good news. Badgers, not sure. Now I need to come up here next week, and I'm going to do a few evening sessions and see if I can pick out how many badgers there were. The set is just further along because there's 2 sets. They've used this, it's called I think it's an Outlander set, and they've got another one, the main set, further along there. And I'm hoping, where I just showed you the poo and the scrapings and a lot of leather trees. So it's alive in here this morning. Black cat just singing over there, and I'm going to do a bit of a session with the badgers, hoping maybe to bait them up with some peanuts and peanut butter, and hopefully see if we can get to see how many young badger cubs there are. So yeah, be great though. It's nice to know though that we've got the deer, got the badgers, got the foxes, you know, all these bird species in here. It's really gone down well this year, and hopefully year on year that will improve as we go. But yeah, onwards. So guys, this is where I intend on having the hide, just in here. So this area in here will have a hide, and this will be the area that will have a feeding station set up. So the idea is to clear some of the overhanging holly, some of the ivy out at just above that fallen oak here, which is actually still alive because it's still partially rooted. So it's to have that and put nuts, raisins, peanut butter, and get stoats badgers and foxes to go along there. Maybe not the badger, but certainly fox and stoat can go along there, and obviously put some in behind so you can't see, and hopefully get some nice shots as well of some of the woodland mammals. And put lots of feeders in here, so for autumn, winter. And that's the idea really. I was originally going to put it up there near the field edge, but decided to go here. South is there, so east is there, so I thought it'd be a perfect spot as the light goes round, casting a bit of side lighting and then a bit of backlighting come the evening when it heads and sets in the west. It doesn't look much at the minute, but hopefully it'll take shape, and the hide will be there, nice little roof on it, nice and camouflaged, and I'll be able to also get the badgers and foxes moving along the outer edge there. And that's the plan for that. But yeah, no, quite excited. I need to get work on that very soon, but the black caps have been breeding in here, so I've not wanted to disturb them until they've completely finished, and then I'll crack on and get to work. Don't know if you can hear this on camera, but we've got goldcrest singing away. I forgot to mention, that's my dog yawning. There we go, beautiful. I don't know if the mic on the GoPro is going to pick it up, but we've got firecrest and goldcrest in here breeding. Such amazing birds. They love the coniferous part. That's one thing, it's really good to have this section where you've got more coniferous and you've got more deciduous. So you've got a nice mixed habitat there. But it's just beautiful, lovely. Monty, come on, let's go. Good boy. Go on. So guys, just want to give you a bit of an update with the patron side of things. I think now we're up to 19 people so far who've signed up to Patreon, and I'm absolutely, you have to excuse my dogs by the way, it's playtime and they're being a bit noisy. But I had 20, but now I've got 19, and I just wanted to say to you, thank you so much for all your support. It really does make a difference. Having that Patreon support allows me to do what I do, content create, projects, etc. Everything goes back into the woodland generally as well, for boxes, for fencing, for hides, nails, pins, you name it. It all helps and all goes into my photography, so thank you so much. And also wanted to say that, I know many of you won't feel pressured, but don't feel pressured that if you don't want to stay, every month. If you want to leave, come back, entirely up to you. The Patreon allows you to do that. You don't have to commit to anything. 1 month, have a break, come back. But if you want to keep going with it, marvelous, absolutely love it. It's a huge support for me, and it's great to know you're all there. Now, I've been a little bit quiet lately on the Patreon side of things because of the fact that I've been so busy. Spring, early summer, it's chock-a-blockers for wildlife photography. I've got workshops, I've been on assignments in Scotland, magazine deadlines, competitions, all these sort of things. So, I've got loads more coming, especially with the woodland, and loads of projects coming up, which I want to share with you as well. And also to start to do some Q&A, and also some other projects that I have where I want to do a bit of live chat as well from me, tutorial based stuff, which is all going to come, and it'll probably settle in a little bit in the autumn with that as well, because it's just so busy at the moment. But I keep trying to put out a few pictures and posts, and this obviously video as well with the woodland update for you guys, just to see what I've been up to, and also where some of your money is going to help bring this woodland on. But yeah, thanks again for all your continued support. Couldn't do it without you, so thank you. This is at the west end, the very end, and this is originally where I said I was going to put the gate. There's the field gate there, so I can drive the landy in all the way along here. That's the animal track going down there. This has been levelled out and compacted down a little bit. It's a little bit bumpy in places, but I've been camping up here in the landy with the roof tent, and eventually we'll have a little forester's cabin in here. At this end, we'll have solar out into the fields, south facing, and yeah, having a nice aspect looking all the way through the woodland there. Beautiful. So yeah, really pleased. Came in here, saved all the bluebells too, picked them all out by hand, replanted them, and obviously pulled some of the bluebells, the topsoil off, and planted it all the way along the edge here, so we're going to have a nice bluebell bank. There's a lot of stone in there, needs a bit of tidying up, but all in good time really. But yeah, no, really pleased. It's going to be a nice addition to have the cabin, forester's hut, and also take shelter when I'm doing workshops and things. Go in there for a brew, have a wood burner and stuff like that. Hopefully all being well in making sure I'm going to do things in accordance with planning and things. Yeah, and here's the field gate. Lovely. And we get deer coming in here at night. So another hide maybe along the way there, out into the field to capture deer and things moving through. But there we have it, guys. Quite a long update actually. It's been a while since I've done one, and done quite a bit. Still lots more to do. Forever evolving thing really. If anybody's got any ideas about what they think I should do, or any added things. One thing I forgot to mention, I'm going to do a reflection pool as well, have some water up this end, and see if I can naturally feed that some water in from a catchment, and then so that I can then top the water up and stuff like that. But yeah, no, it's great to be here now and just to show you my plans. I'm going to do as much as I can before we head off to Canada. But thanks guys as always, and for your continued support as well on the channel. It really, you know, does make a huge difference. This is probably not for everybody. Not everybody wants to see me walking around my woodland, but you know, for those that you are interested, and those of you who've got woodland of your own, look after woodlands for people, you've got loads of ideas, especially a friend of mine, Keith, who I met up near Fort William, who took me to his site with the pine martins. He's done a fabulous job there, absolutely superb. Got it rigged up to death with cameras, so nothing can get in there without him knowing, but he's got pine martins in there, kitsune as well, he's got birds of prey coming through, woodpeckers, tree creepers, red squirrel, you know, fantastic. So yeah, some really good ideas from him, and also anybody else who's got any ideas, it's nice just to share those as well equally. But thanks again guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time.